So in this video, we're going to do bar graphs and how to use them. So there's three things on a bar graph. There's three energies. There's thermal energy, phase energy, and chemical energy. We do not use chemical energy. We only use thermal energy and phase energy. So thermal energy usually looks like this, and phase energy usually looks like that. So thermal energy is used by moving particles related to both the mass and velocity. So it's basically temperature. And phase energy is the arrangement of the particles that exert attractions on one another. So phase energy does the phase change. So for example, does it change to ice, water, or gas? So a solid, liquid, or gas. So on the bar graph, you use a certain amount of bars depending on what you have. So for phase energy, if it's freezing, you would use 1 bar. If it is a liquid, you would use 2 bars. And if it was gas, you would use 4 bars. But for thermal energy, if it is room temperature, it's 2 bars. But if it's 0 degrees or lower, 0 degrees Celsius, or lower, it would be 1 bar. So let's draw our graph. So it's called the LOL graph because it looks like you're just writing LOL. So the circle in the middle shows where is the energy flowing. So our flow of energy is coming from a cup of tea that's sitting on a counter. And so we would draw our dashes. 1. So the tea does not change phases. So for the phase, it stays a liquid no matter what. So we're going to draw 2 bars. And so it's going to stay 2 bars because the phase does not change, so it's going to stay 2 bars. But for the thermal, for the temperature, it starts out very hot, so it would start at 4. But then as it's sitting on the counter, it would lose heat, so it would go down to room temperature, which is 2 bars. So let's add up our bar count in here. So 4 and 2, so it starts off as 6 dashes. And then it goes down to 4. So the energy change is 2, because we lost 2 during the process. These numbers at the bottom are very important because it shows if we gained or lost. So in this certain example, we lost because it's -2, so we lost energy. So in this part, we would draw an arrow going out of the circle because heat was lost. So you would draw an arrow and you draw Q at the end because Q stands for heat. So you lost Q, so you lost heat. So you started off with 6, then you lost 2, so you end up with 4.